Howdy everybody, hope everybody's doing well. Happy Saturday to you. Got a couple of boxes to hunt, a couple of double stack boxes. I talked with Kevin this week. He gets his boxes from another town but in the same area, and he found a little silver in his this week, so hopefully we will do the same. A little under the weather today, but we're going to make it through. How you doing, Yoke fan? We got the two boxes. Also, we're going to kind of do a little show and tell. This is just the first note I'll just show you. Martin Bowen and I had a fair size submission sent to PMG, and we got those back this week, so I am going to try to showcase some of those as we go along. Thought about doing a stream yesterday, but as I said, Hannah and I both have been a little bit upper respiratory, nose and head kind of got the funk going on, so I did not do anything or a whole lot yesterday. I did go out and give cookies to my tellers. You got to take care of your tellers. So anyway, anywho, here we go. Let's see who all is in chat. Got 24 people in. I see Brian Jensen, Brian Robinson, Chicken Man Dan, Chris Helms, Christopher Ty, Dad Spear Change, Fleabag, JC Lightpam, Jim Thompson, Martin Bowen, Michael Erickson, Net Fiend, Tom Thumb, and Yoke Fan 8286. Thank you everybody for coming in today. And with that being said, we'll go ahead and get in the box. They are black rolls. I've been seeing some white rolls in my flat boxes, but this week I did two of those also earlier in the week, and they weren't that great. But I did. Hey, Robert Bruce. Hey, Robert Bruce, I meant to answer your email, and I never got a record. I don't think that is mint damage on that quarter of the picture you sent me. I don't believe that's mint damage. I believe that's after something has happened to it. Not sure what. I had a bunch like that matter of fact, I still got a few of them. You can see how they're just beat to hecking back. And I don't know if that light's helping or hurting. But I've had several like that were just really beat up, and I don't think that one would be it would be mint damage. Oh yeah, and how you doing, Valerie? And how you doing, Gabe? Good to see you, my friend. Superfan Gabe in the chat watching, I am sure. Hope you are having a good day, Gabe. Hey, Fleabag, I hope you're doing well also. Paul will be back on today. Let's see. That ain't gonna work. Paul will be back doing nickels today for the donators for his AFSP charity. So y'all check Paul out today. He said that that his mom is doing somewhat better. So that is good. Got a 74D here. Not the DDO. So that's me. How are y'all? How's everybody? Everything going on in your world this week? Hope everybody has had a good, safe week. We've got our regular full complement of coin streaming options this weekend. Copper Owl will be on tomorrow. We've got Hunting Southwest Ohio tonight. Hey, JC Ford, or better known as Vet for Truth. And then Pod, then Copper Owl, and then Hunting Southwest Ohio back tonight. So make sure you check those guys out. Roll number 2. Almost looked like it'd been dropped or something. So hopefully we'll find something. Like I said, Kevin sent me a picture of, he had a Walker and a 40 or 2 in the box that he got from Brinks, from Loomis, I mean. Loomis? No, it's Brinks. These are Brinks boxes. It's a 72. Brinks boxes. They would pick up 1 box of pennies this week, so still getting pennies from that one branch, but the other branch said that they were, I wonder if that other branch is fixing to close because they're not very well situated for easy traffic. I don't hardly ever see anybody in the branch. And there's another branch of that same bank not but a few miles down the road. So it would not surprise me if they've been told, there's a 2011 NIFC, they've been told not to order any more coins. They're trying to empty their vaults. And of course I told them, I can help with that. I can help you. Hey, Valerie Bowen, on the road listening to the stream. All right, y'all drive safe. Drive safe. I got my normal 4 boxes, and they were finally circulated. Had 1 box, had a 64 and 1840s. Nice. We need one of those. We need one of those. I'd take any silver. Jersey Stacker, how are you doing? Robert Bruce. Because it has not been a steady, anything close to being steady this year for me. We got, what, 44 total? I think that's up to date. I have found a few in my personal boxes, but not very many. Probably not enough to even make 60 total silver for the year. Not counting nickels, of course. All right, thank you, Jersey Silver Stacker. Thank you for dropping in. Always appreciated. And there's Crafty Dragon and Show Me. We're getting the whole crew in here. We got 21 people in. People in. 74D. Treasure Hog is cooking the turkeys. They're doing he's doing fried turkeys. So you want to put your address out there, Treasure Hog, and that way we can stop by and get a turkey sandwich maybe this evening. 71D. (2009) NIFC. I need to check. I did not update the scroll. So let me do that right quick. Turn this other light on, see if that helps. I know it helps me see. I'm not sure what it does to for the stream, but oh, nice, Robert. (2007), got some nice NIFCs, nice looking ones in there. There's a 2013, 2006, there's 2006. What's up, Kevin? $71. Another 71. Get a lot of those. Hanging out, doing some chores. All right then. Thanks for dropping in. Hiya, Crafty Dragon. Hoping to find some silver in these like you did. $73. How you doing, Brian Jensen? I think I got all but just a few of the giveaways sent. I've been holding a few things for Michael Erickson's. Got those sent out, so I think I got all but 3 done this week. So I hope to finish those up in the next few days. $71. And another 71. $71. 2 more rows and we will show a few of the bills that we got. I think there were 30 total. A lot of mine were fractionals that I just wanted to get protected. Really wasn't worth it to grade them. Cost $37 to grade a paper note, so there's got to be some value there before it's worth it monetarily, but to have them protected, it is worth it for sure. Two. Hey, B8 Dringer. All right, let's take just a second. I'm going to change this camera. So first up, we'll have the 1922 Gold Cert. This is Martin's note. He got a 25, very fine 25 on it. Beautiful gold certificate. And there is the reverse. That's what makes these things so pretty, is this vibrant color that they have in the reverse on it. So that one is Martin's note. And then he also has a Federal Reserve note from New York. Another pretty note. This is the $20 bill, blue seal. Got a VF30 on that one. This is from the New York Federal Reserve, but the reverse is what is so gorgeous on these. So in that one you got plane, trains, and automobiles. And then on the other side you've got tugboats, big ships. And there's the Statue of Liberty in the reverse there. So a very beautiful note there also. Federal Reserve note. And then he also has a beautiful 5. He got a EPQ rating on this. That means exceptional paper quality. So that just means there was no defects in the paper of this bill. 1914 Federal Reserve note from Minneapolis. Very fine EPQ, very fine 30, and then the reverse on this has, can't remember who that is on the left, but you have the Pilgrims landing on Plymouth Rock, and I can't remember what the picture on the left is. So there is his 5 with an 30 EPQ, exceptional paper quality. Then we'll do one more and then we will get back to the hunt. He has a 1918 Federal Reserve Bank note. This is the Eagle note. You will see, I've shown this before. I have one also. Hey, Anfield, how are you? He got a choice, very fine 35 on it, so pretty good grade on it. And there's the reverse. You can't get more iconic than the eagle clutching the American flag on the reverse there. Beautiful, beautiful note. This is one of my favorite favorite banknotes in the horse blanket large note series. Hey, Artie Mike. This is a New York Federal Reserve banknote, $1. Very beautiful note. All right, I will come back to the next set after 10 more rows or so. Let me change that back. Hey, Rob Winslow, how are you doing? Back to the overhead. Most of mine are fractionals, and Martin is trying to do a collection on the Federal Reserve notes. So I think he has everything but the 100 now to be able to have that collection done. The 100 is very pricey. Beautiful, beautiful note. Just at work right now. Well, you know, Rob, I mean, being at work is better than not having work. So my reward for rolling up pennies for my bank got 4 boxes. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. I've got, I'm starting to accrue some again. I've got probably at least two full boxes of bank route rolls, and I've probably got 2 full boxes of customer route rolls. I sent Jim Cantor 3 boxes, and I sent Stan Horn 3 boxes over the last couple of weeks. But right now, I'm not, for that one little bank, I'm able to at least get a box a week. So if and when they let me have 2, I'll get 2. I saw RFT said he would pay double the box rate to get some because his banks have really cut him off. He was able to trade for a box the other day, and Charlani was able to get him a box, but they have almost totally cut Rob off from pennies also. So okay, thank you, BH. It does that. It does that. Thank you, sir. Let's see here, something more. Make another adjustment on this. Trying to get me a little more light on the mat. $72. No, not hardly that still. You was like, how can he be making all that noise and not move his lips? Let's go silver, says Chris Helms. $74D. $71D. good mix on the newer coins, mostly 2023s, but I'm seeing, hey, James Shorts, seeing 2021 here and there. So always like to see a good mix on the coins. $71. $73. Again, I'm using a mat that a Georgia Silver Hunter gave me while we were at the show in Tennessee. So I appreciate him doing that. I do like this mat. I like the color on it. It doesn't show the dirt quite as fast. I got one from Pa. There's a really nice 2015 NIFC. I got one from Pa, and after one box of nickels, I believe, it looked like it had already been used pretty frequently. Hey, Visterian, I got your package off. You should be in screwdriver heaven in just not too much longer. $74. Somebody give James Short some walkers, please. See if you can find him. See if you can find James Shorts and fix him up with some walkers. If you can't, let me know and I will do it. Also, Rob Wenzel needs some. Rob Wenzel and James Shorts need some walkers. $72D. $72P. Okay, give me just a second. How about James Shorts? Okay, give me just a second and I will fix them up. I think these name changes, the handle, whatever BS these names are now, is what is causing the problem. because it won't even pull it up. I can't even pull them up anymore. I have to look through the whole thing. So I'm looking for James Schultz and Rob Winslow. Almost got it. Hey Wendy, how are you? There is James Schultz. All right, got you, James. I don't know why some of these names are on here still. A lot of these people have not been in since Moby Dick was a minute, but they're still in the queue, which doesn't make good sense. That's sad. Could not find Rob. What was the number on Rob? Which was 84. At Rob, that's capital R. Capital W. ENZEL 84. Rob's been with us for a long time. You would think it would come up pretty easy. Tell you what I'm going to start doing as we go through this. I'm going to start taking some of these off that I don't recognize. Might have to go back through there in my spare time and remove a bunch of these names that aren't relevant. You mean what I know? Don't understand why you can't, because it got some people have the at symbol in front of their name and some people don't. I thought that might be why it wasn't pulling it up when I searched for it. So I typed it in exactly that way and it still wouldn't come up. But I think I am going to go through and delete a bunch of these names that I don't never see anymore. Got people that been in maybe one time and they're in the queue. You'd think that would update for every stream, but it doesn't seem to be. Doesn't seem to be. I think I just missed it when I went through it the first time. Hey, Jersey, if you want to just put do an exclamation me and put so your channel comes up, and then you can advertise for your wheel that way. If you're looking for people to get on a wheel, just do an exclamation me and let them come to your channel will be the easiest way to do that. Oh, there he is. I found him. You're on page 27, Rob. Remember that number. 27. User updated. We done it. We done it. You have points. You should have points now, Rob Wenzel. Hey, Lisa D. How are you? Oops. Back to my other chitty chat. Chicken Man Dan, best name in the internet. Best name in YouTube. Now we got Chicken Man Gabe too, though. Chicken Man Gabe. Chicken Man Dan gave the blessing for there to be a Chicken Man Gabe in the Bowen household. 71. And another 71. It's 2016 NIFC. So far, not the best of boxes. 72D. 71D. We did find a 71D last week. There is a 2017 NIFC. These NIFCs are in really nice shape. My son turned 32 yesterday. Time sure goes fast. Yeah, my two are getting up there too, Lisa. It sure does fly by. Sure does fly by. Okay, Fleabag, be safe. We'll be here till 2. I'm going to stream till 2. Paul's coming on to do nickels with Hudson and them, so we'll shut it down at 2 wherever we're at. $73D. All right, let's take a look at the bottom half, see if we see anything interesting. No, nothing standing out, so we will just continue on. Let's show a few more of Martin's bills. So Martin also had a legal tender note. He got an EPQ grade on this one also. So here is the other note. It's a 28D legal tender, and it's a star note also. They used to put the star in front, and these that were made 28 and earlier, the stars filled in. So that is a really nice, exceptional paper quality $2 star note. The reverse also is a little different on those. Then he had a $1 28A, another star note. He got a very fine 30 on it. Thank you, Dad's Spare Change. These are Martin's notes. This is called the Funny Back, I believe, is the moniker that note's been given. Then he's got another star note. This is a 35G. You can see how the star changed on it as compared to the others. But he got a 55 EPQ. Very nice grade on that note. I think this is a note that he got from Pa on a giveaway. So got a really nice grade on it. Star note. All right, last bill, we'll do 15 more rows or 12 more rows or so. This is a 1928 legal tender note. He got a 53 EPQ on this one also. Really nice, clean note from 1928. These are small notes. Exceptional paper quality. Yeah, love to see that. He got a 53 on that one. So Martin did really well with most of what he got in. There was only one or two that he was not happy with. Only one or two that he was wished to get a little better, but overall, I think he did very well. Back to the coinage. There is a 2004 NIFC. $72D. you can, Michael Erickson, but that's what I do like about grading currency. I will show you an example of one of mine. So like I got, I didn't change the camera. So this is a Sawhorse $1 legal tender. This is a horse blanket note from 1917. I got a very fine 30. So they give you a straight up grade on it. But you'll see in another one I have a little hole in it. But it is, they will sometimes, this says foreign substance, minor foreign substance. And in my opinion, on a note like this, that just does not take away from the grade. It tells you there is an issue, but like I can't find what they're talking about. Now, some of them will say like pinholes. And to me, if you get a note like this with a very fine 30 that had repairs or a pinhole or something of that nature, then maybe you reduce it by a grade. But for this one, I can't find what they're talking about. So this one got a straight up 30. Now, if it's bad enough, if it's damaged enough, then you will get a net grade or a details grade. So it would say 30 net or 30 details, depending on if it was a PCGS note. And so when you get those, that would be the equivalent of getting a clean details grade like on a coin. But that one thing I do like about the currency is that most of the time, unless it's in really, really bad shape, you get a straight up grade for it, and then they will note any discrepancies that they find on the back. Wendy, it depends. Like this note here was a modern note. Well, no. Martin had a couple that were current that were like this note here. No, dang it, that ain't it either. He had a couple, there it is. So he had this note. He got a extremely fine 40 on it. It's a 1969A Federal Reserve note. And it was, I think it's $21 to grade the more modern currency. And it's $37 a piece to grade the older thing. So anything, I think, 1928 and older, it costs $37 a note to grade them. So yeah, it's not inexpensive, but that's what it is. $37 for the older stuff, and I think $21 for the newer bills. We just had 30 notes graded, and only 2 of them were the modern notes. So the rest of them were all $37 a piece to get graded. $71D. $74. Somebody marked that one for me so I don't have to check it. I sure appreciate that. $71. $71. Okay, cool, Wendy. Yeah, I use PMG. From what we're gathering, PCGS is quicker, a lot quicker. I don't know that they grade it, if they're any better as far as actually grading a note than PMG, but it just depends on who you want to go with, really and truly. PCGS has a quicker turnaround, but PMG, as far as actually grading a note, whether they're better or more thorough or whatever than PCGS, I can't can't really say that there's any difference between the two aside from, oh, you're welcome, Martin. Aside from the getting it back a little quicker if you go with PCGS. There's a 2002. Got some really nice. There's a beautiful 71D. There's a 2007. Teacher had said he was trying to put a book together and wanted some NIFCs for his grandkids or something, but I haven't heard back from him. And I can't afford to just keep a bunch of NIFCs unless he's ready to buy them. These are in really good shape. So Pa will be on at 2, so y'all make sure you check Pa out. They are doing nickels as part of the AFSP donation prizes. So they will be scouring some nickels, and then Hunting Southwest Ohio will be on tonight, along with Copper Owl tomorrow. So y'all make sure. I haven't looked and see if Foster's Finds. He's been doing a Sunday morning stream at about 11. So I'm not sure if he's going to be on tomorrow or not. Haven't noticed a update for his streams yet. Most of the new ones in this box have been 2023s, but there have been a few others. Martin and I, and along with others, have always felt that a little bit of circulation, variance in the newer coins can lead to a silver in a box, but it ain't happening today. So far, 71D. 72. I got this cool little loop in the mail the other day. It's got a light with it, and it's made to put, like you can turn the LED on, and it's made to put right up on the coin, and you can see details pretty good. You can easily tell if it's a DDO or something, but pretty nice little loop deal there that I got in the mail yesterday, I think it was. I've got a bunch of jewelry that was Allison's that I'm not sure what is real diamonds and what isn't, and I'm trying to organize all that, and so I bought a diamond tester, and that loop came in with it. I don't know if you can, I imagine you can buy those without, 2005, without buying a tester, but it's pretty cool. I'll be carrying it to the coin show. definitely will be able to see a DDO or a 8/7 buffalo nickel or whatever you may be hunting for with that. I like the fact that it's got a little light with it too. All right, let me change this out. Say 1D. Look close for cloud with a jeweler's loop. All right, Silver Serpent. Yeah, it's got the light built in, BH ringer. It's all in one deal. You got a switch there. It takes one of the little, and it got also has like a black light setting. Got a black light setting, so you could look at those glow in the dark Canadian coin with that probably, and then you can change it to the other, and it's got like a bright white LED. But yeah, it's all built in together. And you put it right on the coin. You don't hold it away. You know, you actually make contact with the coin. And I had a 71 DDO that we found last week, and I can see the doubling with that pretty good. So there is an NIFC. Nope, just a pretty 71 again. Thought it was going to be an NIFC. Thank you, Lisa. I thought it would. I never really looked into anything like that, but it came with the tester, so I think I could make use of that. I could find a use for that. Yeah, there's only a few of them that I'm going to have appraised Silver Serpent. I don't really, I'm not so worried about quality. It's not anything that it would ever be sold anyway. So I'm just more worried about not getting them mixed up with things that are not real. I want to just separate the true diamonds from the other stuff, just so that I know how it's, and then those that are valuable, I'm going to put in my safe deposit box. 74D. 2005 NIFC. 73. Thank you, Silver Serpent. Just trying to get a little better organized so that when I'm not around, they'll be able to know what they got. Oh, it takes photos and video. Nice, BH Ringer. I need to look up and find me a battery, replacement battery, so that I'd have a backup, but I think I'll probably be carrying that to some coin shows. There's a shiny 96. Shiny 96, 74D. Oop, Valerie Bowen hit the slots. 2009, 2003. I'm going to hit the pause button here and go to the restroom. I will be right back. I'm back. We'll finish these boxes and I will show you a few more notes that we got. Hope I didn't miss anybody. We got 34 people in here. That's too nice a 77D not to look and see if it might be a DDO. I don't know much about the 71. You can see a little bit of doubling on that, maybe, but I'm going to set that aside for further review. That's too nice a one not to check. 2010 NIFC, 2004 2002 NIFC. NIFC heaven, 73D. $72D. 2 boxes of nickel that I'll be working on this week. $72. Still getting this real brittle paper in these black rolls. Almost like they've been rolled for a long time, but I don't know. Chris Helms hit the slots. 73D. $72D. Hey, 949, how are you doing? Hope you are well. 71D. $72. Thought we found an 87, but that's a 81. 87 is still an NIFC, but harder to find. They were only distributed in mint sets, so they were not minted for general circulation. I never find them silver serpent. Well, I don't find them in the hunts. I have found some in the coin machine kicked back out. I can't hear them. I can't hear silver, and I can't hear magic coins or light planchets. So the only way I find them is if the machine kicks them out because of weight. I have found some, but not lately. But that's the only way I'm able to get them is if the machine kicks them out when I put my coin through there. It's a 74. Get over a couple little spots on that. Let's see if I can get a closer look. No. $74D. I have not found a bunch of them. Like I said, though, every time I get one kicked back out, get a regular, not an NIFC, but if I get a coin kicked out, first thing I do is to see if the reverse is rotated on it. I have given them away to the bank tellers. They think they're cool when you find them. You can get them open. I usually give them to them. Little sippy sip. NIFC, nope, shiny 79. Shiny 79. There's a shiny 2000. And a shiny 95. Shiny, shiny coins. $74D. 2003 NIFC. I will update the board on those in 4 more rows. $71D. Oopsie, coins down. 72p. Last row, last row. $71D. $2003. I mean, look at that 88. That is just a beautiful coin. $72D. 72p. All right, what all we got here? We got some really nice NIFCs, all dates. Sure looked like somebody dumped a small collection of NIFCs. So I got 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, circle of death, 13, 15, 16, and 17 NIFCs. How many was that? There's 5. There's 10, 15, 23 NIFCs. Oh, made it to the laptop. How you doing there, Copper Owl? All right, on to the next. Wasn't a good sign in that box. But we shall see in this one. Hey, William E., how are you doing? $72D. Bring on the silver, says Tom Thumb. I agree. I'm in support of that, Tom. There's a 2017 for this box. Y'all make sure to tune in to Copper Owl tomorrow, 2 p.m. $2009, looked like it's going to be another one of those boxes. There is a Philly minted 82, 2003, 2004. 2005, 2003. There's a 2022, so we're getting that mix again. We just need some silver goodness to go with it. 2009, 72p. 15. All right, I said we're going to go over some more notes, so let's do that right quick. Let me change the camera again. Trying to stretch this out till pause starts. Oops. Wrong camera. All right, so next up, I talked about the modern bill. So Martin sent in a couple of 69A $100 bills. So he got a EF40 on this one. A really nice looking note. Thank you, Martin. Got a ink designation on it, and so I'm not, oh, right there to the left of the Capitol building there, you can see a stamp from the bank on that. You got a stamp from the bank on the reverse of that. Then we have next up is a $10 1934 silver certificate. Beautiful note, very beautiful. 58 EPQ on that one. $10 silver certificate, 1934. Hey, Hunting Southwest Ohio. Do you have any boxes available tonight, Rick? I haven't bought a box in a while. If so, I'll take one. 1934, $10 silver certificate. And here is a legal tender. This is a 28 $5 legal tender note. He got a 53 almost uncirculated on that. I've already sent in for grading these first 10 or 15 or so copper hour note for Martin Bowen that I sent in for him. And then the next set of notes will be the ones I sent in for myself. Here is another $5 legal tender. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, these fives are consecutive serial numbers. So there is 113114. He got a 55 on one and a 53 on the other, 1928. And I believe there's another 5. Here's the other note. This is his North Africa note. He did really good on those too. Yeah. Okay, all right. I'll just wait and see next week. So there is the 113 and 114A. He got a 55 and a 53. So also, Martin is putting together I think he finished the collection with the North Africa notes. So you probably heard of Hawaii notes. There was also a series of notes that they did for North Africa. And these are also World War II emergency issue notes. And they have I guess that's a lime green seal. Y'all know, I actually took a colorblind test on YouTube the other day. And yeah, so that didn't go well. So wartime, I think that's a lime green seal or gold seal. I can't tell. But Martin got a 35 EPQ on the one for the North Africa wartime issue. And he got a 35 choice very fine on the 10 North Africa. And he got a 64 almost choice uncirculated for the 5 North Africa. So he did really well on his North Africa notes. Very well on North Africa. So I think I've got one more note. This is Martin's also. It was another $100, this was from 1985, $100 Federal Reserve note. He got a nice 58 about uncirculated on it. And that's going to do it for Martin's note. So next break we will be getting into what I sent. back to the coins. You're welcome, Mr. Bowen. Congratulations, you did really well on some of those for sure. For sure, for sure. $74D. $71D. $72P. Roll number 5 from box 2. $19.80. Beautiful $19.80. I thought it was an NIFC, but it wasn't. It was not. $72P. Tom Thumb hit the slots.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
$71D. $74 had the silvery tone to it, but it was not. There's a 2008 NIFC. 74. 2004 NIFC. 71. 72. 74, 72, 71, Lots to scope. Lots to scope. 72. Seven people up in here. I appreciate y'all. It does seem like some people win more than others, doesn't it? Does seem that way sometimes. I never was very lucky at it in the streams that I participate in that has it. I never could hardly ever win. 71D. All right, thank you, BH Ring. Wasn't much to see there anyway. I'll get to it in a minute. Now I'm wiping my nose and y'all won't know it. (2016) NIFC. Hey, David Rubin. $12.40. $72. 73. $71. There is a 2020 NIFC. 72D. Shiny 91. Thank you there, Hunting Southwest Ohio. I believe you got one also. Saw you using it the other night. It is a nice mat. I like the color on it, and so you did good with those. Wonder how much it costs to have one of those made. 72D. A really nice one. Yeah, it's well made. I really like what he did with that. Might have to see if he would share where he got it from, who he had. When it's got the edges are kind of wrapped and really nicely made for sure. $72. Oh, sorry. Whew. That's pretty nice. They ship for him and everything. I might have to check into that at some point. Thank you. I tried to get to the mute button, but I couldn't. The sneeze was coming on, and it was throwing my aim off. Throwing my aim off. I couldn't click the right button in time. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, thank you. $71D. Oopsie, empty bucket. I forgot. Thank you, Lisa D. Thank you, thank you. Supposed to be up to 80 degrees here today. I never really have believed, you know, when people say it's hot and cold weather made me sick or whatever, but you know, I don't really feel sick, but I've just had some like a head, not even a head cold, just kind of nasally, if you will. But I do believe this hot and cold weather can kind of make your nostrils get athletic. 72P. I'm going to do these next 6 rows, and then we'll start showing some of the bills that I picked up. Goal is to stream until 2, so we should be able to finish this spot by then. 2016 NIFC. $71D. Man, that is way behind on that stream. I got this other screen over here that has my chat on it, and it shows, kind of showing the stream as it goes along. And I was showing some bills on this side that from a while ago, and it was just now showing them. That thing had to be at least 10 minutes behind, so I got her updated now. All right, Rick, appreciate you dropping in, buddy. We'll see you tonight. We will see you tonight, at least for a little while, till bedtime. My son's here, he's working nights at the plant, so he came by here to sleep today, so it'll save him an hour drive back and forth, give him an extra hour sleep if he wanted it. So I will be visiting with him this afternoon. He usually gets up about 2, so that's going to work out perfect. I know you're speaking for yourself. I know you're speaking for yourself there, Hunting Southwest Ohio. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, bedtime's my favorite part of the day. Bedtime is my favorite part of the day. We got another 12 or so, 12, 13 NIFCs in this box so far. There's the 2007 to add to that total. And there's a nice 71D, not the DDO. What's up, Otis? How you doing, buddy? Hope you are doing well. Welcome, welcome. Two NIFC. Take a look look at the bottom of the box, and we will look at some of the bills I sent in to be graded. 71. Everything I send except for 3, I think, are fractional currency. 72. Another 72. Consolidating, yeah, well, I mean, you know, it comes to, at some point, everybody has to make decisions on that, for sure. Again, I do not see anything jumping out at me on the bottom, so we will just continue on with that. We got about an hour to get through that. Let me change the camera one more time. And then let me go ahead, well, let's just leave it there right now. I see what's happening with that freezing is when I pick the wrong camera. These two cameras have the same name, and so I don't know which one I'm choosing when I choose it. So here's the first note of mine. It is a Haverhill, Massachusetts. It is a national bank note. Haverhill, Massachusetts. Got a 35 exceptional paper quality. So really happy with that. I also like how it's kind of cool that it's got it's got 4 signatures. So it's got the Treasury and the Secretary of the United States, and then it has the bank cashier and the president's hand signatures at the bottom. And then it has the landing of the Pilgrims. Maybe you can, there it is. It says landing of the Pilgrims right there at the bottom. And we got an EPQ on that. Those are prices I looked up for the note. So that is one. Next up we have, I showed one of these earlier. This is what they call the Sawhorse note. 1917 legal tender. Sawhorse note. I got a 35, a very fine 30, on that one. I think I got a 35 on the other. No, I got 30 on both of them. These are different FR numbers. I got a FR 36 and an FR 37. Those are called the Friedberg numbers. That's how there was a guy that I guess his goal in life was to organize currency. So he developed a numbering system. You can see there it says foreign substance. I can't find where that is. So in my opinion, when you get a notation like that, it does not mean a lot. I don't think it takes away from the grade of the bill at all if you get a designation on the back like that, simply because you can't find it. So this one also has it, says minor foreign substance. Now if it had said repaired or pinholes or altering of the note at all, then I can see where that could take away from the grade. But I like it. I like this note. I like both of them. Here again, I got a VF30 on it. 1917 legal tender. These are horse blanket notes. And then here's another one, has a foreign substance on it. This is a $50 Federal Reserve Bank note. $50 Federal Reserve Bank note. Got a 35 on it. It is from Kansas City, Missouri, Copper Owl. Kansas City, Missouri, Mr. Copper Owl. 1929 FRBN, $50. And I'll show you my favorite fractional, and then we will get on with the box. So this here is a 3rd issue fractional currency, and one of the, usually you have to be dead to get your picture on a on currency, and this guy is spinner. So that signature there, I don't know how good I can show it. I still haven't taken the time to get my big scope picture, but look at that ornate signature there. That is Spinner's signature, one of the prettiest signatures in currency. And this is a Spinner Notes, a 50-cent fractional. It's the third issue, and the A on the front. This has several different iterations. And this one, the way you look for this one, you can see just below the 50 there. See if I can get it to focus. There's a small A, so that is how you designate this note, FR 1342. And look at the back. You know, they just did so much with these fractional currency notes. So I got a 55 on that, though. That's an 1863. This note was printed during the Civil War, and it looked almost brand new. I just really, really, really loved that note. That was one that I wanted to make sure to add to my collection of fractionals. So we will get back to those in a little bit. So let me fix the desk first, and then I will fix the other camera. All right, back to coin. Thank you, Lisa D. I'm really enjoying the currency. I still dabble in the coins some. I still like to pick up the occasional coin here and there, but I've mainly been focusing on currency for a while now. 71D. The commemoratives. When you get old, sometimes the word you're looking for just doesn't pop out. So I like to keep repeating that to yourself, William. Keep repeating that. Martin says I gut hooked him, so there's that. But I do like to pick up commemoratives for my album here and there when I see them, if I need them. That's one of my favorite coins still to look for. Problem is I don't ever remember to carry my list with me when I go, because the thing about commemoratives are that they were so many of the same. Like Arkansas has a bunch, Texas has a bunch, different years, and all three mint. So in my opinion, you really don't have to fill all those slots to say you've got, you know, a commemorative collection, as long as you get at least a representative from each state. I feel like you've kind of completed it, because the design doesn't change, just the year. Just the year. Now, if I find a good buy on one, then I will always pick it up, even if it just fills one of the other mint marks in, or other dates in. They are beautiful. That is for sure. And you know, when you get an old coin, you kind of, in my mind, you think that it, you know, well, it's metal. So T-Rap, I will try to get you some Walkers. I'm pushed for time now, but I will try to do that in between streams so that next time you come in, you have some. I spent 20 minutes trying to do that earlier. For some reason, with this name deal that YouTube got going on, where it doesn't let you have your regular name up there, it's not pulling them up. People are having trouble giving walkers, so I apologize. Yeah, unable to find it. And thinking YouTube is about had enough of YouTube, to be honest. As far as from this side of it, trying to maintain a stream and do all this and keep things interesting and entertaining for you guys so that y'all can play the game. It is becoming very, very hard to maintain a stream with all the changes and stuff. 72. Well, that's a good thing about like that set that I have back there, William. You know, if you ever got into a bind, you can certainly spend it. It's still spendable. It is still spendable. If we get through the box before before time, then I will try to take care of that as soon as we get done. But it will not let anybody give walkers through my mods. I have to go in and manually do it. And it would not be a big deal if the search engine worked and it would just pull your name up, but it will no longer do that either. So, screwed up situation from my side. And I apologize for not being able to get you, hey Blistering Barnacles, get you fixed up there. I really need to finish this box before Paul gets started. So I will try to, I will do that though as soon as I get done. As soon as I get done. 71D. Hey Captain Vic. Me too. 73. I got one note that has a designation on the back, not a negative, just a, as far as the type of bill. I'll show it to you here in a little bit. But I was trying to find the meaning. I sent an email to somebody that on YouTube that does currency a lot. I looked it up also. I think I know what it is, but I had never seen that designation on a note before. I was hoping it was meaning that it was big money, but not really. Not really. $2002. Hey, Michael LePew. $71D. 72. $72. Chris Helms is on fire. The slot have been very, very good to me. Martin Bowen hit it though. I'm sorry, T-Rep. I will fix that as soon as we get done here. We will finish out the time we have left looking through the rest of the currency stuff that we got in. And I will give you some points. You will have points galore next time you come in. $71D. Tell you what I'm gonna do right quick. Kind of be cheating a little bit, but see if you got points now, T-Rep. See if you have points now. 2008 NIFC. $74. There's a button where you can add points to everybody, so I just added a million to everybody. So hopefully it picked you up and added some points to you. $73D. $71D. That's what I'm going to start doing. I didn't think about it earlier, but you're welcome, Silver Serpent. But I think I'm just going to start doing it that way. I mean, it really don't matter. It's just a game. It's just for funsies. $71. No, I haven't either. Lucky Kruckenberg. I haven't seen him in a while either. I see a lot of in Copper Owl stream. He seems to get, maybe it's just a time slot. Maybe Saturdays is not a good time, but I do see like Elizabeth Flood. She'll be in Copper Owl stream a lot of times, and so I think maybe just later in the afternoon on Sunday seems to be a good time for some people, and 11 o'clock on Saturday is a better time for other people. So to each their own. 10 rows to go. (2017, 2009, 82 Denver, 2014, 2018, 72D, 72P, yeah, I think that's right, Copper. I think that's exactly right. 72P. (71) bunch 71. (72), 71, and another 71. (2003) NIFC 74D, not the DDO. I did that Dad Spare Change when I was working on the one earlier, Rob Wenzel. I added the @ to it, and it still would not find them. I had to manually find them to get it to work. So, were you able to give T-reps? Well, I gave him some the other way, but I typed it in just like it's saying on the screen with the @ added, and it still didn't work. I tried it every way I could try it. There's a 2003, Scooty 71. Because I thought of that too. Because it has to be done exactly, and it would not work. Would not work. So I just did everybody. I'm able to add it to everybody, and I did it that way, and so I'm hoping it added him. I think he might have left, but so next time that's what I'm going to do. Instead of spending so much time looking for the individual name, I'll just add some to everybody. 73D. What is up, Paul Spare Time? Paul is getting ready to knock out some nickel boxes for AFSP. So I hope you got the boys with you, Paul. Hope everybody is well and hasn't gotten any of the crud that's been going around. So I hope you find another 50D, Paul Spare Time. Hope you find another 50D. Paul finally found the elusive 50D in his boxes at home in his hunt. So y'all check him out. He will be on in 40 minutes. We are almost done with a lackluster couple of boxes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, Dad Spare Change. 20 nickel boxes on the floor ready to go. 50D would be unreal. Uh-oh, special giveaway today. You guys like the giveaways, you better go see Pa. Of course, you know Pa always has been the king of giveaways. You look in the dictionary under giveaway and you see Pa's picture. 2008. I will be in there a little later, Pa. My son's here sleeping, working night shift, so I'm going to take some time to visit with him before I get back on the streams. But I will be in there. 72. Promo giveaway. 72P. We will be giving away a 1 ounce copper round at the end of the stream today. Since we didn't find anything in the boxes, we will have one EOS and it will be a 1 ounce copper round. 72D. So if you don't like copper, then you need to go to the store. I have a selection, so you'll be able to pick the one you want. 72. 74. 73. Somebody already checked that one for me. Sure, appreciate them. All right, 2 rows to go. Last 2 rows. So we got a 2-week skunk streak going on. My flat boxes are not producing either, so maybe the nickel boxes will heat up this week. $71D. All right, last roll, last roll. 71. My last 10 boxes, have been uncirculated. Mine are circulated. I looked. Coin collection in Missouri from a guy that my dad worked with made an offer or said I would value it and offer 80 to 85%. Going to cost me more than my offer on each of everything. Well, at least you get an opportunity to buy some collections. Gonna cost me more than my offer one each of everything. So you're offering more than it's worth? Am I reading that right? I hope you're leaving yourself a little room to get some of your money back. Or maybe you're just helping out a guy. I can see you doing that. Paul's a helpful kind of guy. All right, so we had 23 NIFCs in the first box, and we're going to have close to that in the second box. There's 10, 15. We're going to have 17 in the next box. 17. We'll have 40 total. And that's going to be it. 20-cent pieces, 3-cent nickels, 3-cent dimes, half dimes, seeded half, 2-cent piece, flying eagle, lots of Indian heads. Nice. Nice. That's the good stuff, says Nettheme. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the giveaway for the EOS. So I have 1-ounce copper bars. I have copper round, like that's a mercury. I've got an Indian chief round. I've got Indian head penny round. I've got Pa's spare time, Pa's cabin round. So you get to choose the one you want, and then we will look at the rest of the builds I've got, and then we will call it a day. Let's get this giveaway going. Get the giveaway, and I will go and wash up while that's going. Silver Serpent hit the slots. What is going on with you? All right, you got 3 minutes. 3 minutes to get in. I'll be right back. (1 minute 24 seconds). We got 29 people in. change this camera and we'll go ahead and look at some of my currency while we're waiting on that. I did good that time though. So this is a 10 cent fractional, 4th issue. I got a 25 very fine on it. One of these, I sent 2 of these in, and one of them has a hole in it. I knew it did, but it was such a beautiful note that I still wanted to get it. This is the one, has a small hole right here in the top left corner. And I knew it did, but it was such a beautiful note, I wanted to get it encapsulated. So there is my 10 cent 4th issue fractional. You got 24 seconds to get in on the giveaway. So here's another one, the same thing, but this one, it got a clean grade. It's a very choice fine 35, another 4th issue, 10 cent fractional currency. All of these have the gorgeous spinner signature on it because of the time frame. These were all printed during the Civil War to combat a coin shortage. Thank you, Jim Thompson. Next up, we have a 10 cent 2nd issue fractional. I got an EPQ on this one, so that's always good. 35 EPQ. All right, let's go ahead and draw for this giveaway. Let me change the screen if it will let me. And then we will do this. That way there might be people that need to go. Let's see, Windows capture. There we go. All right, we're going to draw for the giveaway. Good luck, everybody. And the winner is BH Ringer. Cool. All right, BH. So you have a choice, Mr. Ringer. Let me get I'll put these under the scope so you can look that way. See if I can get it to focus. So there is the copper mercury round, or we have a pause cabin round, $2,009 penny. We have a copper Walker, 1 ounce fine copper. We have a Indian head cent. We have a chief, Indian chief. We have bars. They're all the same, I believe. They have a buffalo. Well, we have the buffalo on one. We have the Walking Liberty or Lady Liberty on one, and we have a Morgan on one. Then we have just some generic. Here's a copper from, I don't know, not sure who did this one. It got a fiery dragon. Then we have this one has a cap bust design. And then we have one of the White House. And everybody's favorite person on the other side. And then we have one that's just very ornate. Very ornate. Arch bar mint. So what do you want, BH Ringer? Which one can I get you? Let me know what you want. And while you're guessing, I will continue with this. So this is a 10 cent 2nd issue fractional. And you can see where they put the bronzing ink around there. That was a counterfeit. That was a counterfeit measure to try to keep the note from being counterfeited. So I got an EPQ on that also. And a 35. Hey, Collector Rick. And then next is another 10 cent fractional. This is a 1st issue. You got George on there. Georgie Porgy on there. 1st issue 10 cent fractional. So again, all of these were minted in or printed in 1863, 64 during the Civil War. Got a choice, very fine, straight grade on that also. You can see it was printed by the American Bank Company, I think that was, ABC. So that is another 10 cent, FR 1242. And then I got another, this is 1245, so different FR numbers, the 10 cent fractional. Again, with the bronzing anti-counterfeit measure put on there, but look at the grade on that. Almost getting up there toward being a perfect grade. Thank you, Lisa D. Perfect grade. BX Ringer, still waiting on you to choose on which copper round you would like. And yeah, it did get a pencil. It did. So they designated, give a comment of pencil on the back, and somebody wrote 1863 on the bottom. 18 and then 63 in pencil. So that one, they did note that somebody had wrote on there with pencil 1863, which I kind of think that makes it even more cool. So this is another really nice note. This is a 5th issue 25 cent note. 5th issue 25 cent. Look at, I got a 64 choice uncirculated on this one. Thank you, Jim Thompson. Again, has got the spinner signature on it at the bottom. Now, what would be really cool in these, already done it, David. BH Ringer 1, waiting on him to choose what he would like to have. So there is a 5th issue fractional. Got a very nice grade on that one. Next up, we have a 5 cent 1st issue fractional. Angus, I'll put you out in just a minute. I'm almost done. You're welcome, David. Got pinholes in it, and so holding it up to the light, I was able to see a couple of pinholes. They are just to the left of the 5 there. Looked like at some point in the past it might have been stapled. And then I'll get with him on email or on Discord. It's not a big deal, Chicken Man. He might have had to go. So this is the one I was talking about. Exceptional paper quality, as made ink. Send it to Crafty Dragon. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Thank you, BH Ringer. There it is right there. Coming to you, Crafty. Thank you, BH Ringer. I don't mind getting it out to you. I can stamp mail it, so hopefully it would make it. All right, I got it noted, so I will get that to her. Thank you, BH Ringer. I will get that to her. So anyway, quick wrap up. So it has the as-made ink, and so that is ink, I guess, from what I understand, and I got a 25 on this one, but these 10s is another anti-counterfeit measure. And so that's what they're talking about. I guess this ink is mixed or put together when they're printing the notes. It's not pre-made as far as I can figure out. Like I said, I sent an email off to see if I could get information on it. But that is designating this anti-counterfeit measure. Also, on some of these notes, you can get some that are hand-signed. And when you find those, the ink will soak through. So if you ever find a fractional with Spinner's name on it, and if you turn it over and you can see where the ink has bled through, those are super valuable because those are hand-signed notes. So, all right, that is going to do it for the day. I appreciate everybody being in here today. We had 44 people here at the end. And I will guess we will see you guys next Saturday. We did end up with 72 likes, so I appreciate everybody for that. And I hope y'all have a good week. Hope to see you over at Pa's stream next. And then tonight we will be on Hunting Southwest Ohio. Angus says hi, everybody. He needs to go potty. He's been inside the whole time. So I'm going to go let him out. Y'all guys, you have a good week. Yep, thank you, Dad Spirit Change. Everybody enjoy your Thanksgiving. Spend time with family. And we will see y'all next Saturday. So bye, everybody.